Robin?
Good. Good morning, Robin, and good morning, other lovely folks.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Is that Sandra here? Sandra,
Yes,
how are you? I got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Let me mute everybody here and hold on. Mute everybody. Mute all. All righty. And hit the record button. Welcome, folks. Welcome. My name is Juan Vides, and we're here to simply get to know each other. I say people do business who they know, like, and trust. I would like to introduce my co-host, Meryl. How are you, Meryl?
I am doing well. My name is Meryl Oshner. I am founder, chief storyteller, and commercial podcast producer of Smith Douglas Associates.
And I'll introduce my other co-host and WOW manager, Robin. How are you?
Good morning, everybody. Robin Chatskin, Travel by Robin S. I like to make everybody go away.
Okay. Do we have any updates, news before we start a breakup or we go into the questions of the week? I know we have a couple of order of business.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for that. So first of all, hope everybody had a wonderful holiday. It's good to see everybody back again. The new newsletter came in, and there's Brian. Timing is everything. So please make sure that you open your newsletter. The Long Island holiday party, Eventbrite is in there. The link is in there. So
Yes.
Thank you for those of you who have been RSVPing. We are doing a fundraiser to raise money for the Leukemia Foundation. So we will be doing raffles. We already have some very generous donations. Mark Cohen, Glenn Haas, Patty Scallon. We have a lot of people who are offering raffle prizes. There will be free tickets for the people who are coming in, and then there will be raffle tickets available for purchase to raise money. So it's, if anybody that needs any information about that, please feel comfortable. Text me, email me. All the information is in that Eventbrite invitation. Yep. We will be having screens so that you guys can actually be talking to everybody. We're going to do our best to make it a real wow moment for everybody. And it's going to be a great event. This is only the first of many to come. We will also be having some icebreakers, and we'll be doing some Q activities. Lewis from Q will be there. So if anybody has any questions, invite people. If you're trying to get people to come, please let us know. But as I said, it is limited space only because we only have so much space in the place. Yeah. So we can't wait to see all of you. And again, if you have any questions about raffles or donating anything, please don't hesitate to give me a call.
Yep. And before we go to the question of the week, I want to also introduce our new co-chairs of the real estate group, which is Paul and Shannon. Shannon, do you want to say a couple of words before introduce yourself and before we start off and talk about the real estate group and the upcoming event?
Sure, yes. Thank you, Juan. Appreciate that. Good morning, everybody. Shannon with Jovia Financial Credit Union, and I'm super honored to be one of the co-chairs for the real estate group. Our next very important meeting will be December 7th, which is next Wednesday at 6:30, and our guest will be Marlon talking about credit repair. And so we'll have one meeting every once a month on the first Wednesday of every month at 6:30, and we'll have a different guest speaker or a member speaking every time. So stay tuned. We'll send out an invitation each time.
Okay, excellent. And Robin, what was the question of the week?
Well, before I say that, I'm getting some messages from some people that they have not been receiving the WOW emails. The reason that you're probably not receiving those, and that was a question, we need you guys to please make sure that you go onto the website, and under the winningonwednesday.com, you will see it says first time guests, even if you're an existing member. If you have not filled out that form, we don't have your address. So if you came into WOW and you're just coming, we need you to register. So please make sure that that form is filled out. It'll automatically go into our mailing list. So if you're not getting it, please.
And you could also sign up on our website because this is directly goes into the website. So you could sign up. There's a place to sign up for the newsletter. So if you want to sign up, just sign up. That you could.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
Okay.
So the question of the week is December a busy month for you, or are you putting up your feet and sipping eggnog?
Okay,
What?
here we go.
Holy cow.
I guess I just missed the breakout.
Oh yeah, how you doing? It's hey Mark, how are you? I was just answering a text. This is what I do behind the scenes. I'm like answering texts. I'm working. So
am I.
so a lot of people don't realize this is I'm the wizard behind the whole thing. But who, Mark, who are you trying to connect with? Who do you? Let me ask you a
Someone could
question.
set me up with a nice rich woman.
Okay, there you go. What about and I've been watching
and
your
I'm
workout
sorry,
videos. I've been watching your workout videos. You've been very inspirational, by the way, sir.
Thank you.
You know, so keep it up. Keep up the good work.
I'm thinking because I don't know who I could connect with that would get.
Oh no, I mean like in other words, who's your ideal customer? Who is like if you had to pick right now? Look, or
The
some of your
daughter-
past.
The daughter or son who has a problem with either an adult child who has a disability or a parent who's having some problems navigating the health system.
Mhm.
They're alone and they need help with services or
Okay.
or a claim that's
Got
not
it.
approved, or a service that's not approved. You know, I spent 20 years in provider relations,
Mhm.
so I know the ins and outs of who to call,
Okay, I'm
depending
going.
on their insurance company.
Oh, this we gotta let people in here. Okay. Everybody's coming in. Okay. Let me see if I could put you in a
And
good.
I'd love to talk more. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. 5. Let me put you in 5. Okay. See? And then the final one. Hello. Let me see. 11. 11. And assign to and we go to there we go. Hey David, how are you? Let me see if I can move you. There you go. We're back. You're muted. Okay.
So I jumped out too early.
No worries. We're coming back.
Yeah.
About 30 seconds before we come back. So how you doing? Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good.
Good. Enjoying WoW? The
How was
WoW
your
experience. Good. I did the one thing is that we hosted it and we did the best thing. We had it catered. So in other words, there was a deli, local deli here for $200. It fed to 11 to 12 people. To get your turkey, your sides, and everything, and it was the best thing we did. Took a lot of stress off of us.
Nice. Yeah, I a couple years ago, last year too, my mom was around. I think we catered it when we were doing Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it takes the stress off a lot, especially in that time of season. Welcome back, everybody. How was that?
Wow.
All right, good.
Wow,
All right.
wow.
Okay, wow, everybody was wow. Tony, is Tony there? Tony Wayalaka? Tony, nope. Okay.
No, he had to step out.
Oh, yes, about okay, we'll go to Meryl. Meryl, what was the question of the week?
The question of the week is tomorrow is December 1st. Now, in your industry, is December a quiet time or are you having an absolute hell month?
Okay, here we go. Hey, Dan, how are you?
I don't want.
Good. We're having some technical difficulties. We had a meeting before, a Board of Advisors meeting, and somebody had came in and I removed them. And when you remove somebody, you block them on Zoom. So
Okay.
they can't get back in, and I'm trying to figure that out at the moment. So let me put you guys in the room. How are you, Howard?
Let's set up a time to come
Good,
on
thank you.
Together, Juan.
Absolutely.
I want to do a one-on-one with him, bring you up to date on what my last couple of months has been about.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely got to catch up. Same here. I've been it's the end of the year, as you know, and I'm just submitting proposals at the end of the year. So this is like the time of season. It's like for me, believe it or not, this is the busiest season because everybody's ending the end of the year. So you have up New Year's, new proposals, new things. Everybody, and on top of that, you have the holidays. So it's like,
Yeah,
the first of the quarter is a lot better. It's a lot more people come back off of the holiday season, and it's more, they're ready to go back to work. So definitely,
I find it my clients right now, rather than be lulled by this holiday morass,
Mhm.
are driving faster because I figure everybody else is slowing down.
Yeah.
So
But
it's a-
again, the budget's at the end of the year. Everybody's just, trying to either write off stuff off, or just, plan for the next year.
Right,
So it's always, but it's always at this time of season that it just happens to fall and everything's, it's just added stress on top of everything.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll talk soon. All right, let me put you in a good room here. I'm gonna put you in a great room. This is awesome. All right, here you go. As a friendly reminder, please put your name and title next to your name. Thank you. Hey, Norm. Let me see if I can unmute you here.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, yeah. Dealing with some technical difficulties. So I had somebody join our meeting earlier, and I removed them from the meeting. When you remove somebody from Zoom, you block them.
Right.
I don't know how to unblock them. And they're trying to get in, and I just, it's one of
Can you
those
send them a note to retry?
No, it's nothing on their end. It's on our end. I just have to remove them from the unblock list. Problem is, I can't find that unblock list. It's not easy to find that unblock list. So when you block somebody or remove somebody, you block them.
Maybe there's somebody that's in the meeting now that can help.
I asked
Yeah,
already.
do
I
it.
asked already.
Nobody knew?
Nobody knew. This is the things that I don't remove people from the meeting. It's just we had a board of advisor meetings that we were, talking about, business, and they just came in, and we just, I removed them, and there you have it.
On a permanent basis, you removed them, or was an accident?
I think it's just for the meetings, I think, because I can't find anything on the settings and stuff, because I was sharing the screen with everybody, and we were finding the instructions on Google. So it's Zoom has a tendency to update stuff and move stuff around. So, but this is something I've never really had to do before. And out of the 3 years, I rarely kick people out,
I gotcha.
And we have a lot of people today. About 64 people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. 64 people. So we have a lot. And I just feel bad. So for the people out there, if they're watching this, I'm working on technical difficulties. So thank you. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. How was that? Okay, good. All right. And do we have who is it? Is that time of Patty still here? Patty Scallion?
Of course.
Yeah, there. Do you want to do the wow wave now?
Oh, all right. Yes.
It's
so
at that time in the middle. It's usually around 11:30. I try to do the wow wave.
Yeah, so this is our fun time. This is a time that we're going to give short shout outs to anybody that we may have done one-on-ones with or have done business or referred business. Anybody you want to give that shout out. This is not a time to promote your business or any programs. You can put that in the chat. So if you want to go down to the reaction and hit the raised hand, and then Juan will call on you.
Thank you. Sandra, you had your hand up, Sandra?
Yes, I have my hand up. Sorry. Yes, I want to give a big shout out to Joel Solomon. Joel Solomon, the Master Prosperity Coach. He came to my event the last time, CBC's networking event. He was the main speaker, and he brought us some valuable insights on how to achieve financial freedom. So Joel Solomon, Master Prosperity Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing, Sandra. And now we take it off to Joel Solomon.
Thank you, Sandra, so much. I appreciate you. That was, I'm blushing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It was a great meeting and great group of people you have there. So anybody who hasn't attended the Caribbean Business Connections, the CBC, you should attend, by the way. I'm not sure when the next meeting is, but I'm sure she'll tell you. I did want to mention I had a great meeting with Marlon. If you guys haven't had a meeting with Marlon, he's great. He's the credit repair guy. So talk to him if you need any credit repair, or if you just want to have a great chat. So,
and Marlon is going to be doing the real estate presentation next week. So you'll also get a chance to speak with Marlon as well. Thank you.
Yeah, and I just want to mention Chaim. Thank you, Chaim, for co-facilitating with me on December 13th and 15th. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Rajiv, I know I owe your call. I know we've been busy. It's just the end of the season, as you mentioned, holidays, end of proposals, as you can just imagine. So your turn, Rajiv.
Oh, thank you, Juan. So shout out to my dear friend Joel, who is freaking amazing. There was a time in my life in Feb where I was in a bit of a funk, and he snapped me out of it real fast. He's got this amazing approach, so I highly recommend you guys to check in with him. Also, he's an amazing super connector who will fill and flood your inbox with connections until you tell him to stop. So you definitely need to reach out to him if you want to deal with that. And of course, other shout outs to Janine, who was a freaking amazing super connector. Janine, thank you so much for the intro to Jeff, who is freaking amazing. So thank you, Janine.
Mm-hmm. And Janine, speaking of Janine, super amazing. Also, Janine has agreed to do our interviews too for some of our. We'll talk about them more later. But go ahead, Janine.
First of all, I was going to say, Rajiv, thank you very much for helping my network. He was able to support one of my people on my network. And not only did he get business out of it, but he solved a problem for somebody I could not solve that problem for. So that makes me look like a rock star. So thank you, Rajiv, making me look awesome. Robin Shatskin, thank you for helping me go away. Matt Roseman, thank you for your daily tech tip that you do for my Open Friday coffee. I appreciate that. Meryl Lechner, thank you so much for the referral. Hayam Ohan, thank you so much, Chaim, so much for the golden nuggets you share at the Friday Open Coffee. Daryl Haberman, you gave me some referrals this past week. Thank you. Thank you. Karen Shaw, thank you for your patience as I realize I'm going to have to wait till 2023 for that project. And Rich Byer, thank you for doing the You're on Mute card to help support my You're on Mute group. Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for everything.
Folks, this is what I'm talking about. You see the wow connections that just happened here. this is truly amazing and a wow moment. I think, Janine, you wowed me with the amount of people that you've spoken to. I was like, wow, like, holy cow, but amazing job. Good. Thank you. I'm just trying to see, Robin, you were mentioned.
Absolutely. So again, Janine, it's been an adventure. It's an adventure, and the adventure is just beginning. I'd like to shout out to Paul Pablet. Thank you so much for stepping up and helping us with our real estate group. And he and Shannon are doing a phenomenal job. So thank you to you guys. Shout out to Brian Davidson. Thank you for allowing Juan and I to actually go to bed last night without having to worry about the newsletter going out. So it's a work in progress, guys. Please make sure you open it and share it and give us any kind of information. Lisa Strock Lawrence, thank you again for including me in your latest project. Always a pleasure. Joe Wesley, I'm not sure if I should thank you or curse you for putting me on the hot seat on his show. It was an adventure, and I was so honored to be asked, and I learned a tremendous amount. So, absolutely reach out to Joe. Mark Cole, he was the first person to step up with us to offer a raffle prize for our holiday party. So thank you to Mark.
Thank you.
And everybody, it's been great.
It's a wonderful thing. Everybody's coming together, and I love it. It's great. Thank you again, Robin. Brian, thank you so much for taking some of the pressure off of me, because again, this is going to be a helpful for everybody. You want to mention a lot of people if they want to talk about news or anything like that, they could contact you for the newsletter. Go ahead. Yeah, Brian, take it away.
Yeah. I just want to say thank you to Juan and to Robin for including me in the email marketing for the newsletter. Happy to help out. And yeah, if anybody has any, upcoming events that they want to share in the newsletter, definitely, send that over to me. And I also just wanted to say thank you to Craig Leonard for the referral for a gentleman that needed help with display ads for his website. I really appreciate that as well.
Excellent. Thank you, Brian. Next we'll go to our new co-chair of the real estate group, Paul Pablet. How you doing, Paul?
Fantastic, Juan. Thank you for having me. I just want to shout out to really you guys. Wow, Robin and all the chair and yourself, Juan. Thank you so much. You've been so supportive and so welcoming on for this transition, for moving this real estate group forward. It's fantastic. I also want to give a shout out to Stephen of Gotham Building. We did a job recently the other day, and it's just amazing teamwork. I'll tell you, amazing wow moment. And also want to shout out to Karen Shaw. We had a long phone call. We just pretty much ironed out a lot of details on how to take WOW to the next level. Thank you again, Karen, and everybody.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Next, we're going to go to Joe Wesley. You were mentioned. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. I was away for the last 2 weeks. I missed those meetings, but meanwhile, I've spoke with 3 people too that have been guests on my hot seat challenge. Robin was the first member of the WOW group to join, and Daryl Haberman was the second guy, and Haim is coming up next week. I'm intrigued because we have a lot more about each other we really don't know about each other of unique value. And I think certainly for those who are not inclined to follow Zooms, this is a plug for you guys. Please do that, because you'll get to know more about the value of that person despite the commonality in the industry. But I've learned quite a bit about the 2 people I've met so far with Robin and Daryl and Haim. We'll see how that goes next week. Thank you for your support. And if you have interest, please feel free to connect with me.
Excellent. Thank you. Mark Cole, you were mentioned earlier.
Yeah. First of all, Jan and I had a great one-on-one on a Zoom after the WOW last week, and we learned a lot about each other's businesses. And I don't know if Tim Daniel is on this meeting, but a shout out goes to him. He made a trip out to my home to have me do a trial run on his Beamer. And I really appreciate him taking the time. He lives in Connecticut. I live in Long Island. And we got to spend some quality time together. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Daryl, you were mentioned earlier. How are you?
Hi. Yes. Thank you. Joe, I wanted to give a shout out to, I took his hot seat challenge on Monday. Hopeful you folks can tune in. I actually did not expect some of the questions. Joe didn't exactly grill me. It was comfortable conversation, but it was fun to take part in, and I've also seen some of the other ones he's done. So yeah, I appreciate you, Joe. Tim was just mentioned. I also wanted to give a shout out to Tim for making a call with me yesterday and helping with some connections. Same for Susan the Rabotas, Joel Elfman, Janine. I have her card. She sent me yesterday. Thanks for your generosity as always. And then yeah, Matt Roseman and Eileen Dawson for their support in the pet lovers community that I do on H&P. But that's it. Thank you, guys.
Excellent. Thank you, Daryl. Rich, how are you, Rich?
I got no words.
No words?
Sorry.
You got to hold it to your chest. Hold it to your chest because you need a green screen. Yeah. You got to hold it to your chest. There you go.
That's my no words. Thank you, Janine.
There you go. That was your words, no words. Actually, I get it. All right. Next, we're going to go to Susan. How are you, Susan? Can you please unmute your mic? Oh, okay. We'll get back.
All right. So yes, thank you. I want to give a shout out to Rajiv. He has helped me tremendously in marketing my business. And, today we're putting out a webinar. The info on that is in the chat. But thank you so much for your generosity, Rajiv, your talent, your just, your business principles. I so appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we'll go to Jan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Just want to mention, as Mark mentioned, we had a nice one-on-one Mark Cole from Whoops, and he's got some beautiful products for the holidays, and anybody who's got a business and has to give gifts to people, you should definitely inquire. And just want to let anybody know if they're using a service with payroll right now and they need a free analysis, I'm happy to do that for you. And I wish everybody a happy holiday.
All right, thank you. Mark Berlin.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to give a thank you to Marlon, James Licata for great one-to-ones, and also a big thank you to Lisa Strauss-Lawrence.
Excellent. Thank you. Next, we got to go with Stefan.
Yeah, just right back at Paul. That's fine either way. Yeah, great day yesterday. At least the first part, and brought him in at just the right time. It's a landmark building. We're going to do all the floors, and it's exciting stuff. And he's a pleasure to work with.
Excellent, thank you, Frederick.
Thank you. Last week I had a great 1-hour discussion with Sam Leibowitz. He's very insightful and shared a lot. And a continued thank you for Robin for her ongoing support and thoughts on the journey for Golden Thread Technology. Thank you, Robin.
Thank you for sharing. Roy?
Just be patient. I want to thank Shannon, Barb, Paul, Vicky, Norman, Bill, Robin, Rich, Brian, Dan, Karen, James, and Joel for connecting and giving me the opportunity to know you, because business is one, but connecting is the point. And to Wow and all of you, an early happy holidays.
Thank you, Roy. Joe?
Yes, thank you out to Rajiv. He's just an amazing person to talk to and an amazing connector. I'm looking forward to Susan's talk later today. And Daryl and I had a great one-on-one. So a lot of great people here. It is always fun to connect and see where everything goes.
Excellent, thank you. Well, we're going to go to the question of the week. Who is going to take it off? Is let me see. Robin, do we have anybody?
I think Shannon should do it.
Shannon? Oh yeah, that's right, Shannon. Yeah, Shannon. Shannon, what is the question of the week? Thank you. Well, we'll ask Shannon for what is the question of the week, just to remind us. Yes.
Thanks, Robin. Okay, so the question of the week is, I'm not going to get 100% perfect, but is December a busy month or a slow month for your particular business? So,
and Shannon, quickly introduce yourself.
Oh, sure. Sorry. Shannon Poblete with Jovia Financial Credit Union. And I actually invited a few folks here today, Richard Piazza, who's here, and Elijah. So I'm so excited that you guys have joined. So looking forward to working with you both.
Excellent. And you know what? Keep inviting more friends. And that's the whole purpose of this. And today we had about 64 people. So it's amazing. So here we go. Hello. Hey, Marlon, how are you?
Hey, Marlon, I pulled myself out of a room because I just wanted to make sure that I got into a room with somebody who's been
Yeah,
texting.
you could pick a room, right? Can you pick a room?
Well, I can, I just came out.
Okay.
It changed it. How you doing, Marlon?
Hey, Marlon, can you hear us?
I think he's frozen.
Oh, he's frozen.
Oh,
in
no,
time.
yeah, he looks a little frozen. All of a sudden it started to pour here in New York. Beautiful morning.
I was trying to figure out, I couldn't find anything online how to add or remove people, to find that list. I think it has to do with the session. I think it goes through the session. So once the session is over, but I think it's in the settings within the Zoom itself, not the panels where we remember where we're just showing it, but it's, listen, this is the first time that we're doing this and it's experience. So for the folks that are listening at home and they couldn't make it today, we had a couple of experience difficulties, but you know what? This is what makes us, is our experience, our knowledge, and the fact that we've learned how to fall and get back up. And that's the success of WOW. I've done so many, mistakes, and you learn from your experiences, and that's why you make it better. The fact that in over 3 years I haven't removed somebody, it should be a telltale sign, And again, it was accidentally. It wasn't done on purpose, maliciously. We don't remove people, but it was just that they were in another meeting that, they got in early, but it was accidental. So
And it's interesting that you talk about that, because I think that as we're speaking about end of the year and being busy and everything else, I don't know about you, but I find that I'm so busy trying to finish things up towards the end of the year that I'm making silly rookie errors that are not the big errors. They're the silly little things upset me more. I can fix them. But I think that instead of rushing through things, and I'm trying to slow myself down, I think we're at such a pace. This time of the year is like, our question of the day was year ends, and are you busy? And
yeah, because you think about it, and I was saying this, a lot of businesses plan their budgets for the next year, and they're just wrapping up, finalizing, closing deals, just to finish their year and to finish with the strong year. So they have that stress of going strong and finishing the last quarter before the next quarter. So there's a lot of stress on top. And then on top of that, you have the holidays on top of that. So it's just stress upon stress upon stress. And as I always say, we're trying to work smarter, not harder. And, so.
We do our best. And the interesting thing about technology, and I know that this is, I dabble,
I swim in it.
You're racing through it. Because I know that you've been interviewed about a lot of this, is that every time we turn our computers on, there's an update on something, there's new technology, something's been, I don't know, I have an iPhone, that every time they change something, and we don't always know what those changes are unless we actually do a deep dive. I'm very guilty of it. I do not pay attention to what the changes are. Guys, we were just talking about, what happens when we're rushing through technology, that with the updates and things that happen, that I'm very guilty about not paying attention to the changes.
By the way, you're being recorded, so anything we'll say will be held in the public court.
And I own the fact that I do my updates and I don't know about things until I make a mistake. So we were just talking about technical issues and errors. And I feel that personally, because I'm so busy trying to get things done, that a lot of my travel clients, for the first time, have been contacting me right before Thanksgiving, asking me for their balances because they needed to budget for what they were going to spend for the holidays. It was the first time it had ever happened to me. I'm normally not busy in December. And it's not busy with people booking. It was busy with bookkeeping. And anybody that knows me, that is not my, it's not my favorite thing to do, but it was an interesting change in my business. Ross, what kind of changes have you seen? Is this a busy time of the year for you?
Very, very busy, especially with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It's pretty much before Thanksgiving. All the dealerships, they've put programs on new cars, and it's pretty much going to be going through tomorrow. And then tomorrow, obviously, new programs will come out, but I think the programs are still going to be very good because all these dealers want to push out whatever inventory that they have left before the end of the year. So it's kind of nuts. It's been very busy.
Yeah. And Bill, have you been seeing an uptick in your business?
And breakups.
Well, December's kind of the month where it goes up and down depending upon the year. But this year it's been a little slower with new people, but keeping the existing clients going as they get near the holidays creates issues for them.
Bill, I have a question to ask you. From your experience, have you seen our economy affect romance? In other words, in a down year, people break up. In an up year, people don't break up. Is that, or that doesn't have any variable?
Well, that might have a variable on couples, but I work with single people.
Oh, single people.
So they're looking to get into relationships.
Gotcha.
And so that doesn't affect them.
No, but either way, I mean, even for singles, I mean, do people mostly break up or is it more of an up economy? Do people tend to, I don't know.
No, the economy doesn't affect.
There's no effect. No effect
that
whatsoever.
someone is looking for love.
For love.
People
Okay.
don't want to be lonely.
So there's no tie to that.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, but and
You can't buy love. In other words, the answer is you cannot buy love.
You cannot buy love, and
That
you
was
don't
the
have to
answer
buy
that I
it.
was looking
Yeah.
for. That was the answer I
Yeah.
was looking for.
But I think it's interesting. Every year around this time, we all have these conversations about, oh, how was it last year, and is what's going to happen next year, and oh, it's going to be. So I find that we seem to be having the same conversations every December. We're all looking, you're busy, so Ross is always going to be busy, and Bill is always going to be busy, and Juan is because technology is technology, and we're working on stuff. So what I'm finding though is that my biggest fear every January is what they're going to do to my computer. Like what's going to happen on
Really?
January 1st, and what updates and things, what am I going to have to learn when I need to hit the ground running? So technologically speaking, Juan, anything that we need to pay
Oh.
attention to?
I don't know, but
Did you freak out when it was 2000?
I've been stumped today with technology. With how I'm freaking block people on Zoom. That to me is like, it's like, and me, I'm all techie and I figure things out quickly on the fly. And for me, I'm like, what the heck is this stuff?
It's crazy, and even that just shows that we all have to be forgiving of ourselves, because even the experts make mistakes, make errors every once in a while, and
the key is to embrace them and not to make them again, obviously, and learn from them. Learn from your mistakes and learn from your failures, because that's what makes you. I wouldn't be here if that wasn't the reason. Why would not be successful without a lot of hiccups, a lot of trip overs. Trust me, we've had that a lot. And our third year, we're making it much smoother and taking out the kinks. And in the business, that's what you do,
just when you think that you've mastered whatever it is that you've mastered,
oh yeah,
they change it, or somebody changes it. And no, Ross, I was not one that freaked out on the millennium. 2000.
Good for you.
It was like when I turned 40,
Welcome back,
I was
everybody.
okay. 41, not so much.
Welcome back, everybody. How was that?
Lots of good food.
Lots of good food. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, we're gonna create more food here for everybody. Is Joe with us? Joe.
I am here.
Oh, there you go. What was the question of the week, Joe?
Hey, the question of the week is December a busy or slow time in your business and for you?
And again, quickly introduce yourself.
Joe Soroselli. I am a resource to people over the age of 65 and likely their parents too when they're 85. In all aspects of the aging process.
Okay, here we go. Hey, Joe. Oh,
This is great because it's just you and I right now. I have to bug. I have to
Yeah,
bug.
yeah, no worries. Yeah, no worries. No worries.
But
Big
what I
deal.
wanted to do is I sent you a couple of emails during the meeting and all.
All right, no worries. We'll talk offline. Just remember this is being recorded, so when we're wrapping things up. So I'm still trying to figure out how to block people, and
It's okay.
just having a hard time right here. So
Yeah.
we'll talk later.
We'll talk after 2:00.
You got it. Okay, bye. Oh, everybody's back. Hey, David. Hold on a second. Let me unmute you here. And hi, David. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Not much. Just wrapping things up here. I think we're just gonna close the breakout rooms. Is closing out. So.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock at 12.
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun. You don't
That's
realize.
right. That's right.
So I hope everybody enjoyed the WOW, and it's I always say to continue those one-to-ones is really important because that's what makes the magic happen. So continue to to do those one-to-ones. It's waiting for Robin. Hey, Robin, do you want to tell people how to save the chat so that this way they know how to save it?
Absolutely, but are we waiting
We got
for a bunch of other people to
we
come
got
back
about
into the room?
10 seconds, 10 more seconds.
10 more seconds, huh?
Yeah, fine. It's the count off.
Wow, that Robin is a real fan.
Watch this. Ready? Watch. 1, 2, and boom. 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 There we go.
It's
Comes
the
back.
it's the
Yeah,
magic.
magic. There you go. It's coming back.
Magic.
Oh my goodness, we went.
Okay, so welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. How was that?
Very healthy.
Amazing. It's awesome.
Really good.
All right, Robin, take it away.
Okay, so if you'd like to save the chat so you don't have to wait for the newsletter for next week, please click on chat. Right next to the little smiley face are 3 little dots. Click on the 3 little dots and you will see save chat. Click the save chat and poof,
and
you have clicked and saved your chat.
And before we end, I just want to quickly just share the welcome again the real estate chair people, Paul and Shannon. Thank you so much for agreeing to spearhead this thing. Also, Paul has greatly done some videos, tutorials that you could submit your WOW stories now. So it's on your website. If you want to get on the newsletter, submit your WOW story. So talk to Brian. Paul, you did these wonderful videos. These tutorial videos are wonderful. So it's really explanatory here. You can submit your information, and he did a great job. So thank you for that. I just wanted to give him the acknowledgement for that, for those videos that he did. So thank you.
No,
Thank you, Juan.
yeah, absolutely. And thank you, Paul. So yeah, so guys, there's a lot of great stuff going on the website. If you haven't been on the website in a while, please do so. For those of you who were saying that you weren't getting emails, please make sure that you go on and you either sign up for the newsletter directly or that you go to first time guest. And we wish everybody a phenomenal Wednesday.
Yep.
Thank you guys all for being members, and we look forward to seeing you next